The winner moves on to the AFC Championship game. This should be some battle. Off we go here in the divisional round. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. First and 10. First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Tony, the man in motion. We'll go again here with Henry. And he's going to get it. First down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line. Jackson going to keep it himself. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc, and that's exactly what happened here.
On the give, here's Henry. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. From the gun, Jackson. That's over the middle to the tight end, Andrews. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well. It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down forthcoming. The shotgun, here's Jackson. He's got a man. That's Tony. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And the Ravens are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10. From a little further back, here's second and goal. To throw is Jackson. And he's into the end zone. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Nix. The reception for Rashid Shaheed. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the 1st down as well.
These were the chunk plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
Here's the first carry for the Iowa State Cyclone, David Montgomery. He's going nowhere. Gonna lose yardage on that play.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Gray brought in motion. 1 quarter in the books in this AFC divisional playoff. 7-0 is our score. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the 1st down as well. Now 1st carry here for Keaton Mitchell. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Roquan Smith there to bring him down. They face 2nd down and 7. Gray brought in motion. 2nd down. Nix. He's going to keep it himself. And Nix with the wise move there at the end, sliding to a stop, but he's got the 1st down.
Ready? That's another Denver Broncos.
They run out of the gun with Montgomery. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
60 by 6, 60.
They'll stay on the ground. Again, Montgomery. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play. Off the play fake, here's Nix. That one, take it in. Touchdown, Denver.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the 1st time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Bateman is the motion man. Jackson now on 2nd down. That's complete left side to Tony. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. 1st down, Baltimore. A give right up the middle to Henry. And he'll get about 5. Second down. Jackson. And that ball intercepted by Pat Surtain. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky this didn't go all the way back for a pick six. So the receiver does everything right except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, creates great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
Ready, go.
On second down, it's Nix. 2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. Back with more of the AFC playoffs after this. Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. And that is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Bateman is the motion man. On play action, here's Jackson. That's to the tight end, Charlie Kolar. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
Anytime the quarterback has the ability to extend the play with his legs, it just puts so much pressure on the defense. Here you are thinking you have all the routes planned up. There's nowhere to go with the ball.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Broncos will take over possession here at the 44.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
On the ground, Montgomery to start the drive. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. On first down, here's Nix to throw. He's going to tuck it and go. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
His pass taken in by Shaheed. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Montgomery. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That is hot. What a job on the scramble. Touchdown, Broncos. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle 4, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the 2nd quarter and the first 2 minutes of the 3rd quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. So we are at halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you to Orlando. Going to check in with the coach, Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the 2nd half. These two teams fighting to get to that AFC Championship game next Sunday. Back to it here, the 3rd quarter underway. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Nix. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. On the handoff, it's Montgomery. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. One more time for Montgomery. And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. 3rd and a yard. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That is hauled in at the 5. And he will score again. Touchdown, Denver. Saving his best for the playoffs. His 3rd touchdown of the game. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos up their lead. It's now 24-7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. On 1st and 10, Jackson. That one to the sideline is over everybody. But now a penalty flag will come in. They may get him for grounding. Jackson now in trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Jackson looking to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
On 4th down, the Ravens call on Jordan Stout to punt. Rashid Shaheed back to return this one. Fielded at the 9. And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll send a tight end in motion. So they start this on the ground with Montgomery. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Quickly to the outside and complete. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And Nix with the wise move there at the end, sliding to a stop, but he's got the 1st down. 11 yards as they move the chains.
Mike, I think every offense would love to be able to call designed runs for their quarterback, but it's so dependent of who that quarterback is. And for this team, to be able to have that guy behind center, it just adds a different element to what they can do on offense. So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Gray brought in motion. From the gun, here's Montgomery. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Third and 9. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. They'll try to set up the screen here. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Bateman is the motion man. Off the play fake. Jackson hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Now the Ravens use their first timeout.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Surtain.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
Not much happening there, just a short game. Here's a 2nd and 9. Slot man in motion right. Now a 2nd down throw for Nix. Here's a ball thrown deep right sideline.
It was clear from the jump, Mike, that he wanted to take a shot downfield, bought himself a little extra time by moving the launch point. Ball just kind of sailed on him a little bit and ends up falling harmlessly out of bounds.
Third down and 9. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This the offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. They'll go. It's Mitchell. And he is going to have the Broncos' first down. They'll wind up getting 7 on 4th and 3.
Let's go now.
Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 46.
Gray brought in motion.
Go.
A 1st down throw for Nix. Shaheed with the catch. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's Montgomery. And a nice gain there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. Here's 2nd and 2. A carry here for Montgomery.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. Back to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
The rush gets there. He goes down back inside the 5-yard line. Back near his goal line, Jackson. A quick throw, pulled in by Tony. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
And the Broncos are looking at a 1st and goal as he's taken down at the 2-yard line.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here.
This one caught just past the pylon. Touchdown, Broncos. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. Now, deep ball for Bateman. And the Broncos are going to get the football at their own 40. A run up the gut with Montgomery. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's a handoff to Montgomery. And he's going to pick up the 1st down across midfield and down at the 49. Now Montgomery. And a good tackle out wide will hold him to a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7.
At the Ravens' 46-yard line.
So mile-high salutes all around. It's a win for the Broncos. They are moving on as the #1 seed. The victory means they lock down another home date next weekend as they look to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners. As we say, so long.